Good morning, students. Welcome to your maths class. I hope you are all remember the topics whichever we have discussed in the previous classes. Before entering into today's class, first let us recall the previous topics. First one is range. For finding range, you have to subtract the lowest value from the highest value. Next, mean. It is the average value of a data. For finding it, you have to add all the given values and divide it by number of values are there. Third one, median. Median is the middle value of your data. Here you are having two different cases. When you are having even number of data like 6 value, 8 value, 10 value. In that case, you have to take average for the middle two values. In case if you have odd number of data like 3 values, 5 values, in that case you have to consider the middle value directly as your median. Next one is mode. It is a repeating number in your data. That is, which one is occurring more number of times. Next heading is bar graph. I think already you have studied bar graph, pictograph, pie chart in your 6th standard. Now we are moving to bar graph. It's a graphical representation of numbers using rectangular bar. It may be horizontal or vertical bar, which is you can represent your number in terms of graph, that is bar graph. You can draw it in a horizontal way or else vertical way. This bar graph is easy to compare values of data, like you can find highest value or lowest value, or you can find difference between two or more values. Here you are having two types of bar graph, single bar graph and double bar graph. In single bar graph you will have only one set of data, like mark of student in an exam, books sold in a shop. Next one is double bar graph. In double bar graph you will have two set of data, like term 1, term 2 exam marks, temperatures in 2 different days. In that one you have to draw two bar together. First we will see example for single bar graph. Represent the following data in a bar graph. Marks of Anu in term 1. Here you are having 6 subject marks, 60, 50, 80, 70, 65 and 50. Before drawing bar graph, you have to choose your scale. Here you are having all the values or 10 skip number except 65. So you can choose your scale 1 unit equal to 10 mark. First you have to write the marks starting from 0 up to whatever you need. Then you have to mark each subject in the bar graph. First one, you are having English 60. So a bar which is straightly to 60. So from 0 to 60 you have to draw your bar graph. Next, you are having the Tamil mark is 50. So from 0 to 50 you have to draw your bar and write Tamil in it. Like you have to enter all the marks. Hindi 80, Maths 70, Science 65, Social 50. So here Hindi you have drawn straightly 80 and Maths 70. But you are having Science is 65. Here you are having only 10 skip number. So you have to think 65 will come in between of 60 and 70. In your graph note, you will have lines between each boxes. So in that you can easily find 5 lines, that is 65. Here I am marking 65 in the middle of data, middle of 60 and 70. Next, for social, you are drawing for slightly to 50. So your social mark is 50. Once again I repeat, you have to mark all the marks in your bar graph. For English, you are having 60 marks, so you have to draw a bar which is slightly to the 60. Next, Tamil 50, Hindi 80, Maths 70, Science 65. Here you have to mark in between of 60 and 70. Social 50. I hope you could understand it. Now, in your you are having 2 questions. How do you choose a scale? In which subject has he scored equally? You can see in your table, Tamil and social having same mark. So your answers are 1 centimeter equal to 10 marks. That is your scale value. And then second question, in Tamil and social subject, she has scored equally. Now we are moving to double bar graph. Here we are giving term 1 mark and term 2 marks. You have to draw double bar graph. Like you have to draw first for English and then Tamil and then Maths with 2 term marks. First I am taking marks 0, 10, 20 up to 90. Next, I am marking English mark. English term 1 mark is 70 and term 2 mark is 80. So, first bar is slightly to 70, second bar is slightly to 80. Here you have to differentiate your bar which is term 1 and which is the term 2. So, I am giving color here. So, the first 2 bars are English. Next one, you are having Tamil mark is 80 and 60. So, nearly 80, you have to draw 1 bar and then 60 and write Tamil in it. Next one, you are having max mark is 50 and term 2 mark is 90. So, you have to write term 1 mark is 50. So, draw a bar straightly to 50 and then 90. Draw a bar straightly to 90. Once again I repeat. First you have to choose any one subject. I am choosing here English and drawing 2 bar which is represent 2 term marks of English. Next, 2 term marks for Tamil and 2 term marks for Maths. And here I am differentiating term 1 mark in yellow color and term 2 mark in violet color. With this, bar graph concept is getting over. Next, I am moving to the next heading, chances and probability. Usually you will use the word chance. No chance, I can't do it. Like that, chances means possibility. It happens. It can happen. Like that. That is the possibility. Next, probability. How many times it will come in an event. I repeat, chances means possibility of happening. Probability, how many times it possible. How many times can occur with respect to its total outcome. Chances means possibility. Probability means how many times it can occur in an event. For example, when you tossing a coin, your outcome will be either head or tail. That is called as chances. So, chances of coin is head or tail. Then its probability is total is 2. Total outcomes is 2. You are getting head, one head. So 1 by 2. If you get tail, only one tail in your coin, so 1 by 2. Suppose if you are taking a dice, in dice you are having 6 faces. How many times you will get 2? Yes, only 1 times. So 1 by total outcome is 6. That is the probability value. I repeat, chances means possibility. Probability means how many times it possible. For dice, you are having 6 numbers. So, you are having each probability value is 1 by 6. For getting 2, 1 by 6. For getting 4, 1 by 6. Like that. For getting head, totally 2 outcome. So, 1 by 2. For tail, 1 by 2. I hope you could understand it. Now, we are moving to types of event. Here you are having 3 types. That is, can happen but not certain. இது நடக்கும் ஆனால் கண்டிப்பாக தெரியாது. Second one, certain to happen, கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும். Third one, impossible, நடக்கவே நடக்காது. I repeat, can happen but not certain. நடக்கலாம் ஆனால் கண்டிப்பாக தெரியாது. Second one, certain to happen, கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும். Impossible, வாய்ப்பே இல்லை நடக்க. Here I am giving 3 examples. Sun rises from west. Is it correct? No, sun rises from east. So, this is the impossible event. Second one, tomorrow will be a rainy day. Maybe tomorrow will be a rainy day, but we cannot tell that confirmly. So, it is conclude that this event can happen but not certain. Next, third one, Sunday comes after Saturday. We know it. Sunday comes after Saturday. It's a confirmed thing. So, this event is come under certain to happen events. I repeat, sun rises from west. We know it already. Sun rises from east. So, it is a impossible event. Tomorrow will be a rainy day. Maybe it will be a rainy day, but we cannot tell it confirmed. So, it is can happen but not certain event. Third one, Sunday comes after Saturday. Everyone know it. So, it's a certain to happen events. I repeat all the topics once again. Yeah, in this lesson you have studied range, mean, median, mode, bar graph and chances and probability and types of event. With this chapter is getting over. Today you are having one assessment work, that is on Friday I will give you some questions for 15 marks in the topics range, mean, median and mode. You have to write in a A4 sheet and send it to your class teacher. Thank you.